Good morning children, Sairam. Welcome to this session. Today we are going to continue the lesson number 5, towards green energy. We have already started with the lesson and we saw about the energy production. To generate electricity based on electromagnetic induction, we need generator. Okay? To rotate the generator, we need turbine. To drive the turbine, we need some energy sources. Based on the energy sources, we have different types of power generating stations. Okay, one among that we saw was the thermal power plant. In that we saw how water is boiled in the boiler and that is converted into steam, and this steam of high pressure and temperatures produced, that will help to rotate the turbine and then electricity is produced. Okay, we learnt about thermal power plant. Today let us continue. We are going to learn about the next one, power plant based on nuclear energy. In this power plant based on nuclear energy also, it is similar to thermal power plant because steam turbines are used to rotate the generator. Okay. However, here the energy released by fission of nuclear atoms of uranium and plutonium, these two are radioactive elements. It is used to generate the steam of high pressure and temperature. The energy in the steam rotates the turbine, which in turn drives the generator producing energy. Same way, so when the uranium and plutonium, the fission takes place, you get energy, you get steam. That steam helps to rotate the turbine, which in turn drives the generator to produce electricity. Same way, it is only the fuel taken is different. It is here uranium or plutonium. Okay. Here you can see nuclear reactor for nuclear fission. That is, what is the fuel taken here? Uranium or plutonium. That is taken in a controlled nuclear reactor because it is very harmful. And that system for steam generation from water, same way it is converted, that heat that it is converted into steam. The water that steam rotates the turbine and it is connected to the generator, and then same way you get electric current. Same way the steam is converted back into water with the help of cooling tower. Okay, we will see this. See here the nuclear energy is converted into, we'll see energy transformation, which energy is converted into what. There also we saw about thermal power plant. In here also we'll see the nuclear energy is converted into thermal energy. Thermal energy is converted into kinetic energy of steam. Then kinetic energy of steam is converted into kinetic energy of turbine, and then finally kinetic energy of turbine is converted into electrical energy. You can see the step-by-step transformation. Nuclear energy is converted to thermal energy, then thermal energy in steam, then thermal energy in turbine, then electrical energy. You will get like this table to write in the exam. You have to just fill in the table. Okay. Now we'll see how nuclear fission takes place. So inside the reactor, I told you we are taking which elements? We are taking radioactive elements, uranium or plutonium. So when neutron is bombarded on atom of uranium-235, it absorbs the neutron and converts it into its isotope uranium-236. So when a neutron is bombarded on uranium-235, it will absorb that neutron, it becomes uranium-236. Okay, and this uranium-236 is being extremely unstable, will be converted into barium and atoms of barium and krypton through the process of fission, releasing 3 neutrons and 200 MeV energy. So along when this uranium-236, it is very unstable, it will be converted into atoms of barium and krypton. Along with that, again 3 neutrons will be produced, as well as 200 mega electron volt of energy is also released. So this 3 neutrons which is released in this process cause fission of other 3 uranium-235, releasing more energy. So again 3 neutrons are produced. So this 3 neutrons again it will react with 3 uranium-235, it will convert it into 3 uranium-236, again barium krypton, again 3 neutron, again so this is a chain reaction. Okay. The neutrons released in this reaction release more energy through fission of more uranium nuclei. This process of fission of uranium-235 atom continues and it is called as a chain reaction. In nuclear power plants, a controlled chain reactor results in release of thermal energy. This should be taken in a controlled, because it is very quick. There will be blast, there will be any calamities taking place, like blast also can happen, because it is a very quick reaction. It will continue on and on. They have to keep controller to control this reaction. So this is used for thermal, for result in release of energy, which is used for electrical energy generation. Okay, you can see this reaction over here. See, this is one neutron over here. It is reacting with uranium-235 and it is converted into uranium-236. This again you will get one barium and krypton. You can see here barium and krypton is formed. Along with that, 3 neutrons are formed. You can see N, 3 N, and with that energy is also released. 200 mega electron volt energy is also released. Now this 3 neutrons which is formed here, you can see here 3 neutrons are there. Again it will react with uranium-235. It will be converted into uranium-236. Again barium and krypton and 3 neutrons. Again they will continue like this. So this is the chain reaction taking place, where the neutron bombarded with uranium-235, it will be converted into uranium-236. Along with it, it will be converted into atoms of barium and krypton, along with the 3 neutrons, and 200 mega electron volt energy is also released. So this is a continuous reaction where it will go on and on. Okay, you can see here this is the reactor. You can see here this is the nuclear reactor where the fuels are taken and it goes fission. This is the control ports where the reaction should be controlled. Okay, then it is from here it goes to the boiler where it is converted into steam, and then this steam helps to rotate the turbine, and then electricity is produced. And this steam again it will be come to the cooling tower where it is cooled and it will get converted back into water. So this is the same procedure, only the fuel taken is different. It is uranium and plutonium, and we saw the reaction how the fission takes place. That is uranium-235 is when a neutron bombards on uranium-235, it is converted into uranium-236, and that is very unstable. It will be converted into barium and krypton along with 3 neutrons and 200 megavolt energy. This 3 neutrons will bombard with again uranium-235. Again the same reaction takes place inside this nuclear reactor. Okay, a nuclear power plant does not use fuel like coal, so it is not that harmful. Therefore, problems like air pollution do not arise, because there is no coal, you will not get smoke from it. Also, if sufficient nuclear fuel is available, this can be good source of electricity. You can get more electrical energy with this. However, there are few problems associated with this nuclear power generation. We will see the problems of it. The products after fission of nuclear fuel are also radioactive. After fission, the end product which is got, that is also radioactive, and it will emit harmful radiations. Even the byproducts after fission, whatever we are getting, that is also radioactive. The products are called as nuclear waste, and how to dispose the nuclear waste safely is a big challenge for the scientists. Okay, so after fission the products formed, that is also radioactive, and it is very difficult to, because they will cause harm. So dispose this waste is a very big challenge. An accident in nuclear power plant can be very fatal. This is because the accident may result in release of various harmful radiation. Because it is very harmful, there can be accidents taking place in this nuclear reactor, because it is very quick reaction, and it can cause blast. I already told you. Okay, hope you have understood nuclear fission and the nuclear power plant. Okay children, now we will see the next one. It is very short. We will see the next one. Power generation based on the energy of natural gas. First one we saw thermal energy. Next is the nuclear energy. Now we are going to see with the help of natural gas. In this plant, the turbine is run by the gas at very high. This is using the compressed gas only, okay, of high pressure and temperature generated by combustion of natural gas. So when the natural gas is burned, you will get gas of high temperature and pressure, okay. Combustion of natural gas, when it is combustion is taking place of natural gas, you will get a gas of very high temperature and pressure, and this helps to run the power plant. A flow chart regarding various stages in the power generation plant on natural energy shown in the figure. You can see here. See, compressor for pressurized air. First it is compressed, and then combustion chamber where it is burned. The natural gas is taken there, it is burned. Then you will get gas turbine. Not here where we saw in those two was steam turbine. Here it is the gas turbine that helps to that will rotate with the turbine will rotate with the help of the gas, and that will connect it to the generator, and then you will get electricity. Understood? Okay. Now you can see here there are three main sections in this type of power plant. The pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber. First air is taken and pressurized air is introduced into the combustion chamber. Combustion chamber is there, in that high pressure air is released into that. In the combustion chamber, the natural gas burns in the presence of air. Okay, that what happens? The natural gas burns. So the gas at very high pressure and temperature is generated in the chamber, runs the turbine. So a gas is produced. When the natural gas burns, a gas is produced of high pressure and temperature. That will help to rotate the gas will help to rotate the turbine, and then you will get the turbine then drives the generator to produce the electricity. So step by step transformation also we will see. You can see here. So chemical energy in the gas, you all know the natural gas has got chemical energy. That is converted into which energy? Kinetic energy generated due to combustion of natural gas, and then kinetic energy in turbine, and then electricity is produced. Same way, so we saw over there steam turbine. Here it is gas turbine. Okay. Now the efficiency of this type of power generation plant is higher than that of power generation plant based on coal. Why it is more? Because moreover, since the natural gas does not contain sulfur, burning of natural gas results in less pollution. Because in thermal power plant we saw, because we burn coal, there is a lot of pollution, and because we not burn, we are burning only natural gas. That time does not contain sulfur, so burning of natural gas result in less pollution. Okay, you can see the schematic representative power plant of the natural gas is given in the figure. You can see here. See the figure here. See the fuel. The fuel taken here is it is going to the with high pressure and temperature is taken in this. It's going to the combustion chamber where it is burnt. Okay, and with the air is there, and this natural gas burns over there, and the gas of high pressure is produced. So that is taken to the gas turbine, and that will rotate, and that is connected to the generator, and then that is from there you will get electric energy. Okay, hope you all understood, children, how this natural gas also works. So this was the today we have learnt about we learnt about nuclear reactor as well as natural gas, based on natural gas. So in nuclear reactor we saw in the chamber the nuclear fission takes place. What is this nuclear fission? In nuclear fission, neutron reacts with bombards on uranium-235, and it is converted into uranium-236, which is highly unstable, and it will be converted into barium and krypton along with 3 neutrons and 200 megavolt energy. Okay, mega electron volt. So much MeV means mega electron volt energy, and this neutrons react with bombard with uranium 235, again you will get uranium 236, and then barium and krypton, again 3 electron neutrons. So this reaction is a chain reaction that will help to rotate. Here also there is steam turbine that will rotate, and then it is connected to the generator, and then electricity is produced. So we saw the nuclear fission and this in this nuclear power plant, and it is more dangerous because it can cause blast, and this what is the drawback? Even the out after fission, the end products, whatever you are getting, the byproducts, even that is also radioactive, and then disposal of this waste has become a very big problem. Okay, and it is a very quick reaction. It can cause any harm to us also, and does not cause any pollution because it is we are not using any fuel like coal. And we saw this. The next one was natural gas. We saw here the natural gas is burned with high pressure, and it is taken in the chamber, and where it is burnt in the presence of air, and gas is produced of high pressure and temperature that helps to rotate the gas turbine, and that is connected to the generator, and then electricity is produced. Hope you all understood, children. We learnt about thermal power plant, we learnt about nuclear power plant, and then the power plant based on natural gas. So these three are not green energy. Now in the next video we will learn some of the green energy. So because these three can cause pollution, and they can emit gases which are harmful for the atmosphere, these three are not called as green energy power plant. Now we are going to see in the next video, we will see some more other power plant based on others like solar, hydroelectric. We will see all those in the next video. Hope you all understood, children. Thank you. We will see in the next week. Thank you.